Here we are for a quick little flow, get things moving, stretch some things out, start to hopefully bring a bit of calm into our day. We'll focus on a little bit of breath work to start, and then we're going to add in a couple tools today. So if you've got some form of foam roller or a yoga block, also if you have a band, but even a tea towel would work, we can add a couple things in to our flow today. So a nice gentle practice for us today. So we're going to start seated, whatever is comfortable. Feel free to close your eyes and start to feel the support of the floor underneath you. And then I want us to try some alternate nostril breathing today. It's a very calming breath practice. We're just going to try it for a few cycles of breath. I'm going to guide us through it first, and then I'll let you kind of go into it for a minute or two on your own. So we've got our pinky and our thumb of our right hand. Let's close our left nostril with our pinky. We're going to inhale through our right nostril. We're going to take our thumb, close the right nostril, open the left, and then exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close with the pinky. Open the right nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close with the thumb. Open the left nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Let's go through one more each side. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. We can just gently let the hands come back down onto our lap. Take a moment, just check in, see how you're feeling. If the eyes are closed, we can start to open them up nice and slow here. And we're just going to get a little movement for our neck. So I want you to start to draw some really big circles with your nose. So feeling things out here, take your time. Try not to go too fast. Start to take some nice, big, deep inhales and exhales, full breaths. And then we can reverse the circle and start to go the other way. Drawing the chin down towards the chest and looking up towards the ceiling. We'll go for a couple more. And then after that last circle, we bring the chin down. We can lift it up. We're going to start to roll the shoulders. So try and lift them up as high as you can towards your ears and draw them back. You could keep your hands on your lap, or you could bring the elbows up and try and draw some nice big circles with the elbows. Whatever feels good. We'll go for two more. And relax. We'll get the right hand onto the floor. Left arm will reach up and over. Take a breath in, fill the left side here with breath, and try and find some length to the right side of the body. We'll take one more inhale here. We'll slowly start to bring that up, and then I want you to cross that left arm towards your right knee. So whether you're seated like me, or if we're seated cross-legged, either way, bring that hand across towards the opposite knee. Your right arm is going to lift up, and it's going to go to the opposite side as well. And then we're going to take a breath in, and on the exhale, we're going to start to round our spine and draw your chin down. We'll hold here. Couple breaths. And then we can release. We'll go through that on the other side. Left hand on the floor, right arm reaches up and over. We're now trying to create space on the right side, and we're finding some length to the left. Notice if we're holding tension somewhere. Can we relax our jaw, relax our gaze, relax our ankles, our feet? And then we'll slowly start to bring that up. We're going to cross now the right arm over towards the opposite knee. Left, same thing. Big breath in to lengthen, and then exhale, we round. Maybe we can go a little deeper this time. Start to feel that space between the shoulder blades, and then we'll slowly roll that up. We're going to extend our right leg out. Left foot is in towards that inner thigh. And this is where the band or your tea towel can come in handy. We're going to take that and bring it around the right foot. All right, so we'll take a breath in, find some length. And then on the exhale, we're going to slowly bring that forward so you can hold the hands a little bit closer, pull you in, and we want to try and just relax the head over. Every time we exhale, try and see if we can sink a little bit deeper. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. Maybe you can pull a little bit more on the tea towel, relax over it a bit more. We're going to take our time as we slowly start to bring that up. You can release the band or the towel for now. Now we're going to focus on the left side for a moment. So we're going to get a little bit of movement in the hip. So we can hold onto our foot, our ankle, we can hold onto the knee and just start to move things around, cross it over, open, bringing it down and up. And this might be enough, or if you want to go a little further, we can take our foot, place it on the inside of our right arm. We'll grab hold of that leg like we're giving it a little hug. So this is our cradle the baby pose. And then same idea. We can move around, maybe forward, back, up and down. Just see what feels good. Make sure we're not holding our breath. We're going to go for one more big breath in and one more big breath out. And then we will release. You can kind of shake that out. In fact, we can even do a few windshield wipers side to side. We're going to go for both legs wide, hands in front. And I want us to think about finding some length. So inhale, exhale, maybe we sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, find our length. Exhale, a little bit deeper. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, a little bit deeper. Now, if we've got our yoga blocks, if we've got our foam roller, this could be something where you might be able to prop your head on top of, depending on the height. You can always go, if you're quite low, you can always turn it around the other way. Another option is to use your fists. We can try flexing or pointing the toes. Wherever we're at, let's go and see what we can relax. Can we start to send the breath to parts of us that feel tight? We're going to spend 2 more cycles of breath here. Filling the breath right up into the back body, right up into the ribs. Full belly breath. And then everything gets to soften as we exhale. Go slow to come up out of that. Take your time, use your hands. We'll shake it out. We'll grab our band and we're going to go for the other side now. So we've got our right foot on the inside of the left leg, band or towel around the left foot. Inhale to find that length. Exhaling to start to hinge the body forward. All right, and then you can kind of play around with holding a little bit tighter with the towel. Maybe sinking a little bit lower on the exhale. Notice how it feels if you're able to flex the foot a little bit more. One more breath. And then we can slowly take your time, start to roll that up. We'll remove the band, shake it out. We're going to bring ourselves into tabletop, okay? So We'll come here, hands under shoulders, spread the fingers nice and wide. We'll move through our cat-cows. So exhaling to draw the navel in, relax the head. Inhaling to lower the belly, find some length. Let's go one more of each. And then we're going to come back to our neutral spine, so in between the two. I'm just going to turn to face this way so you can see. And let's extend the left leg out. We're going to start to sink the hips back towards your heel and then come forward. So if I were to do it a little bit on an angle, you'd see that we sink back and we come forward. Might get a nice stretch here in the adductors, inner thighs. Now, if you want to make it a little bit spicier, you can tuck the toe under, lift that knee, and send the knee out a little further. All right, that would definitely make it more intense. You could also try both knees on the floor. That will make it a lot more intense, okay? This is our frog pose. You could stay up on the hands, or we can bring it down onto the knees. You might add that little rock forward and back, but let's just make sure that we're breathing. Okay, so whether you're in the half frog or the full frog, let's take 3 more full breaths. What can we notice relaxing, softening? Soften the neck, soften the jaw. One more breath. And if you are down on your elbows, we can start to come back up onto the hands and start to bring the knees in closer together. And we're actually just going to take a second to tuck both feet underneath. All right, that'll give you a stretch for the soles of the feet, bringing the toes into, more extension than what they would normally be used to. We'll go for some wrist circles. If it's too intense, just release, okay? You can always come down and just focus on the wrists, or just take a few seconds and then go back up into it. We're going to reverse the circle for the wrists. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more, and then we can release. Okay, shake the feet out. And we're going to now extend the right leg out to the side. We'll go for those rocks, so we rock back and come forward. And then, of course, we have the option on this side to make it a little bit more intense. You can send the knee out a little further, see how that feels. Or, of course, we have the option as well to do both again. So a second time for frog, both feet, option to come down. Either way, we breathe. Excellent. Okay, let's go slow. We'll come up out of it. Shake that out. We're going to make our way down onto our backs. So you're going to take your foam roller with you. I'm going to show a couple options here. So if you've got a foam roller, we're going to bring it underneath, kind of at like where our shoulder blades are at. All right, I've got mine sort of just underneath my shoulder blades. And we're going to go for this chest expansion. So we're bringing it back and then drawing up. We want to watch that it's not all just going into our low back. We really want to be working on our thoracic spine, so our mid spine, to be going into that extension. And it might take a little bit of like practice to find the right spot where you want to have the roller. Allow the head to fully relax in your hands. Try and keep those elbows nice and wide. Now, if you have a yoga block, you could put the yoga block or a bolster underneath and hold a chest expansion. Pillows would work too. So I've got a couple pillows here. And you could bring yourself into chest expansion. Again, watch that we're not all dumping into the low back. Keep that neutral back, but we're allowing chest expansion to happen here. You might need a few pillows to stack. So either version, let's take nice deep breaths. And we're very forward in our days, right? We're forward on the computer, on our phones, driving, cycling. So this can be a nice opportunity to allow the opposite to happen. Fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the chest with breath, and let everything relax. If you're using the foam roller and we're going for some movement, let's just finish up with 1 or 2 more, and then we will slowly either remove the foam roller or remove the pillows, and we'll make our way back down onto the floor. And then from here, we're just going to let the knees fall to one side and windshield wiper to the other side. And then we can release. We'll bring the feet back in. We're going to draw right knee in towards your chest. Left leg extends. We're going to try and breathe here and really send the breath in, or like fill the belly as it breathes against the thigh, or as it lifts, as the belly lifts up against the thigh. And then we relax. We'll slowly release, send that back to the floor. Opposite side will come in. Draw the left knee in. Fill the belly, allow it to kind of rise up against the thigh. If it's too much to have the other leg extended, you can just keep it bent. We'll go for one more breath. And we're going to bring both knees in towards chest. Give yourself a hug. Draw the knee right up in towards your nose. And then we'll relax everything down. We'll take the hands on top of the knees. We're going to start to circle the knees in opposite directions. So we're getting that nice movement in the hip socket. You're sort of drawing the circles with your hands, with the knees. Once we've done 4 or 5 one direction, let's switch. We'll go the other way. And then we'll place the feet on the mat. And reach the fingertips towards our heels. Plant the feet. Start to tuck the tailbone up as we push into the floor and we lift the hips up towards a bridge. Big breath in, fill the belly, fill the rib cage, fill the chest. And then we'll slowly lower that down. We're going to do that 5 more times. Option, add your foam roller or add your yoga block in between the thighs. We'll lift. Take a moment to squeeze the glutes at the top, and then we'll slowly lower. And if you'd like, you could add some arms. They can reach up overhead on the inhale. Oops, I don't have enough room, but hopefully you guys have room to reach overhead. Reach back down. 3 more. Last one. And we can release that down. We can move the yoga block off to the side. Draw the knees in towards chest one more time. Draw the nose up. And then relax everything down. We'll just take a second to windshield wiper those knees again. But as we do it, we're going to slowly let them start to extend further and further and further down our mat until eventually the legs are all the way down and out long. You can place the hands, spread them out wide, maybe tuck the shoulder blades underneath. Feel free to close your eyes. Feel the support of the floor underneath you. And we'll just take our hands, we'll bring them together, bring palms together, bring them up to your forehead. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. A big exhale through the mouth and let out a sigh. Let's do that again. Big breath in through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth, let out a sigh. One last time. Biggest breath you've taken all day. Big exhale and sigh. Thank you so much for taking the time today. A little bit of time for yourself, bit of movement, bit of stretching. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever time it is. And if you want to still take a bit longer on the floor, please do so. Thanks.